Next up, Emma Johnson, who is joined by her mom, Carrie Johnson, dad, Max Johnson, and Audrey Conrad.
Jared, where's Shane?
Welcome to Raider Pavilion. This evening's Western State Conference Northern Division game features Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros and your Moorpark College Raiders. First, the starters for Santa Barbara. Starting guard, 5'7" sophomore Jacqueline Pettitan. Starting guard, 5'10" sophomore Alyssa Casio. Starting at guard, 6' sophomore Destiny King. Starting at guard, 5'8" sophomore Stella Dulay. And starting at center, 6'1" freshman Jada Clark. Head coach, Sandrine Gruel. Now the starting lineups for your Moorpark College Raiders. Starting at guard, 5'7" sophomore from Buena High, Elise Munoz Albanez. Starting at guard, 5'6" sophomore from TO, Vanessa DeSimone. Starting at guard, 5' freshman from Camarillo, Sydney Arakawa. Starting at guard, 5'6" sophomore from Oak Park, Havana Yanello. And starting at forward, 5'10" sophomore from Hart High, Emma Johnson. Assistant coaches Steve Parrott, Reagan McCarthy, and Lindsay Nooner. Head coach Kenny Plummer.
Everybody, and welcome to the second half of the doubleheader here at Raider Sports Pavilion, home of the Moorpark Raiders for the Moorpark College Raiders versus the Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros. The Vaqueros win the tip, and they are starting off on the offensive end. A little quick update if you are just joining us, as there is a three-pointer made by the Lady Vaqueros. That was actually number 33, one of the sharpshooters for the team, Stella Dulay. But a little update, the men did win the last game. It was closely contested in the second half, but they were able to pull out the win. So they do have, we can have a sweep here is what I'm trying to say. We can have a sweep if the Lady Vaqueros are able to win in this matchup, as Albanez misses a layup. My name is Ryan Ketchum, play-by-play commentator, right alongside Nathan Espinoza, my color commentator analyst for tonight's action. Now, so far, a quick start to the game.
First team foul.
3-0 is what the Vaqueros are winning by. Kicking it back out there, swinging around the corner to a little short corner jump shot missed by Jada Clark, number 44, the center. Albanez dribbling the ball back up to Arikawa. Albanez has it in the corner, trying to get some offense to Emily Johnson, one of the sophomores on sophomore night. Does kick it back out to Yanello for a layup, no good. Vaqueros dribbling the ball back down, back to the sharpshooter, and now they're setting up the offense, trying to get to the Clark, but DeSimone steals it, and Clark slides down on the ground. Arakawa also goes on the ground, not too far away from her with her size, and is able to get the jump ball called.
Yeah, the ladies really took it over right there. They wanted to show that this is more about hustle today than just technique. Ladies definitely putting their hustle up and jumping all over that ball early.
Arakawa with Johnson up top. Albanez now has the ball with Yanello and DeSimone in the game. Looking for Johnson. Johnson was basically out of the game all against Ventura on Saturday. She had no effect on the game, and they are going to have to try to keep her in the game as DeSimone misses a wide open easy layup.
Yeah, we do want to prevent a beating like we did last Saturday against Ventura. And Santa Barbara's shot falling right now. It's starting to get them off on a nice lead.
Jocelyn Petitani Petitin was able to lay in that little layup on the putback. Now Albanez dribbles, drives, baseline, good on the scoop layup. A little pass forward, trying to run the fast break offense are the Vaqueros, but a missed layup by Destiny King, number 25. Arakawa pass out to DeSimone on the dribble drive, kick for three. Nice shot by DeSimone.
Yeah, DeSimone was in that corner sitting there waiting for a catch and shoot. Looked like Klay Thompson waiting for a pass from Steph Curry, and that's what happened.
And she stroked it like Klay Thompson did. She was ready for that one as DeSimone does turn the ball over. 5-5, the score stands. 7 minutes left in this first quarter of action. Clark has the ball outside, trying to set something up for the offense, but kicks it back out to Petitan. Dribbling to the left is Cosio, but she is called for a travel on the pass. There is a timeout by Santa Barbara City College with 6 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first quarter with a 5-5 score. We'll take a little time and be back right after this timeout break. All right, now we're back after this quick timeout break. And both teams, they have been...
Yeah, like you were talking about with Johnson earlier, she was absolutely disappeared in last Saturday's game. Again, like you said, if they want any chance of coming out of this with a sweep from Santa Barbara, they're going to have to use her a lot more and idolize her in the paint.
As we just saw Albanez, she was dribbling towards the basket on the right-hand side, and she tried to kick it out of Johnson, but she hit it off of her defender. So next time she needs to try almost a lob-type pass, a lob-esque pass. Of course, Johnson's not going to be able to jump up there and dunk it, as Johnson just missed a layup after a block, but at least she could get the ball and try to do damage with it. Now Moorpark will take it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Arakawa pass to Albanez. Albanez midi J, no good. Clark with the rebound, kicking it back up the court. Now a pull-up J, that is Cosio, Alyssa Cosio. She's the 5'10" guard sophomore, number 15, with a pull-up J. Albanez dribbling left. Goes with the right hand, though, on the layup, and it's good.
Great play by Albanez. She was able to kind of lead with her left and then last second switch it to the right and get it in there.
Sometimes you need to be able to adjust the ball in the air to stop from a block from happening. Number 33 popping the three-pointer, Dulé, no good. But offensive rebound is retained. Stella Dulé has the ball once again, kicks it back to Cosio. Now wide open in the corner. Peloton, no good. DeSimone now has the ball on the left wing. Kicks it back to Arakawa to start the offense back up as Johnson is at the high post. Albanez now has it in the corner. trying to look for some easy offense. I don't know why they're not passing it to Johnson, but DeSimone does have a nice cut. Wide open layup is good.
Lashed her way right in there, so everyone was kind of standing still, and she just walked past everybody. She said, I got a ticket to the hoop, and you guys aren't stopping me.
Yes, and she was able to score as they tried to come back with that. That's Stella Dulé, number 33 from the Vaqueros. They tried to come back with a layup of her own, but she was called for the traveling violation. As we have number 11 back in the game, that's actually Amos. This is the first time Charlie Amos is in the game for the Raiders. And we also have Casey Nilsson, number 4. DeSimone on the right wing, looking for Yanello. Yanello, a little jumper. She rushed it, and it's no good. Getting the rebound, though, coming back up the court. That is Dulé. DeSimone with a great defense, able to steal that to Amos, and Amos slows it down. Kicks it back out to DeSimone, and Amos back to Nilsson to start the offense. Yanello kicking to Johnson. Johnson, that's actually the first time she had the ball in a little bit. It's been about a good 3 minutes since Johnson touched the ball.
These ladies are definitely moving this ball exactly how you want them to. It's going to open everything up, and then you can kind of choose what shot you want to take, where that's exactly what she did right there.
Yeah, we like it when Havana Yanello is able to get wide open layups, as there is a timeout called on the court. 11-7. This is a pretty good start for the Raiders. What have you seen out there that they've done that's special?
You know, number one, like I was just talking about, was they're moving the ball. They're doing a great job of communicating. They spend their time. They use their full 30 seconds to kind of run around the hoop, figure out what they want to do, wait for a good shot. If it's not the perfect shot, they're not going to take it. They're very patient with their shots. And that's the number one key that's going to help them. They haven't started utilizing Johnson yet, which I expect them to do, especially if they start to fall behind. But right now they're leading the way, and so just keep up what you're doing, girls.
And if they're passing the ball around and not even using Johnson and they still have a 4-point lead, imagine what would happen if they had Johnson being involved more with the offense. They probably would have a 10-point lead by now.
Exactly. It opens up the court everywhere. It allows more shots. DeSimone on the 3-line and Johnson in the paint.
Breaking the full court press defense, that was number 5, Liliana Ponce, who just entered the game. Petitan kicks it back out to Ponce, back to Petitan. She's trying to do something with it. Kicks it down low to Diamond Alexander, and the ball's on the ground. Amos is also on there, and it's called for a jump. They have been able to have some substitutions right now. There are 4 women on the bench. One of them has not, actually 2 of them have not entered the game, so they have used 7 players already, as a shot clock violation almost was called as a shot was up. No good, though, and there will be a rebound to the Raiders. That was King and Alexander with the shots. DeSimone dribble drive, baseline, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson back to Amos. Nilsson to Iyango to set up the offense as she dribble drives to the baseline, lays it up, no good, almost got the and one. But it is a charging foul, actually, excuse me. It will be against Iyango, so it will go the opposite direction as Yanello comes in. That was a little bit of a strange play. It almost looked like they might have called it out of bounds, but because I heard no call from the PA announcer about a foul, but it looked like there might have been a charging foul that they called.
Yeah, hard to determine when out the PA sometimes. The PA kind of definitely guides you to what happened when we can't hear it from up here.
Trying to set up the offense, trying to penetrate this Moorpark defense. That's the Vaqueros, but they haven't been able to be successful at that, as that was basically, that could have been called 2 things, double dribble, almost that could have been called, or maybe even a traveling violation because it was almost a pass to herself, stepping out of bounds line, that could have been multiple things.
Exactly. But you know, number one, that's going to be miscommunication on Santa Barbara's end. Not being able to communicate and know where everybody's supposed to be at the same time is going to cause that.
There is a foul called on Ponce.
There's a reach-in on that one.
Johnson did have the ball at the high post, and yeah, as you said, it was a reach-in foul, caught her on the backside. Yanello with the nice cut, pass from Nilsson. She misses the layup, but she is brought down with the rebound as a foul is called on Alexander. Diamond Alexander, number 23 of the Vaqueros. She is 6 feet tall, sophomore. Listed as a guard and a forward, but she likes to play down low, it seems like, throughout this game. Johnson gets the nice pass from DeSimone, but does not look back to her. Stolen away and a fast break. Ponce leads the charge. Nice lay-in, and it's good for an 11-9 deficit for the Vaqueros.
Yeah, that was a nice effort by King right there. Destiny King saw that coming, and she just took off and was able to intercept that pass. Again, right there with her, she was able to come away with a takeaway from Johnson.
Ponce once again, fast break layup is good.
That's 2 times in a row from King to Ponce.
They have that connection, that chemistry from all the practices they have been through. 11-11 with 2 minutes left in the first. Johnson has the ball, kicks it to Nilsson on the drive. No good with the layup attempt. The Vaqueros are running this fast break offense to perfection. Ponce now has the ball at the top of the key, dribbles in, makes contact with Amos. Charlie Amos is called for the foul. So now they'll have the ball, bringing it out underneath their own basket as we have a few substitutions.
Yeah, Amos looked like she was pretty set when she was coming into there for a second. It's such a bang-bang play, it's hard to get that right sometimes, and I don't even know if that would be a right call with her, getting charged with charging.
And one of the hard jobs about being a ref with those calls is somebody will always hate you. The other side will always, disagree with one call.
Exactly.
Popping it from deep, that's actually number 21 who just entered the game, Morgan Glove. But Moorpark does bring down the rebound, so Arakawa now has the ball. Albanez. Excuse me, that was actually Giove. Yes, it looked like Glove on the paper, but
I thought
the
so
eye
too
was,
for a second.
yeah, the eye had a little bit of separation with it. Now dribbling up the court, mid-range J, fouled by Mia Moore. That was number 11, Jocelyn Petitan, with the field goal attempt. She will now go up to the free throw line to shoot 2.
13 found Raiders.
Here we go from the charity line. Breaks the lead.
She's able to knock it down, and as you said, breaks the lead. Now the Vaqueros are winning this matchup 12-11 with just over 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Now coming back in the game is number 25, Destiny King for the Vaqueros. Second one is good, 13-11, Vaqueros. Trying to take the ball out, that's Albanez, as Yanello's trying to break the full court press that was set up. Albanez dribbling it up and is able to get past the half court line. As Franco is at the high post, Franco wide open, but passes it to Arikawa. Franco still at the high post, not trying to pass it to her. That was mass round to Arakawa. Arakawa with a nice lefty lay-in.
Yeah, Arakawa is nice when she gets inside that paint. She's small, so you can't see her coming up, and all of a sudden she's throwing that ball up, and it drops right in.
Now Ponce has the ball, defended by Arakawa. Getting in the paint, nice pass right over to 15. That was actually Cosio with the missed layup. Arakawa now has the ball back for the Raiders, setting it back up. Trying to waste some clock, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Actually, there's about a 1.5 to 2 second difference between the shot and play clock. Franco down low, layup attempt no good. Coming back down the court. Here comes Ponce with the heave, no good.
That was a nice attempt. Ponce, you can already tell, is the hustle player for Santa Barbara City College. She's been all over the court, caught up on the fast break. She's always on defense. She's definitely going to be one of the reasons if Santa Barbara is able to come out with a win tonight is because of her effort.
She has been great out there, and hopefully Moorpark can slow her down a little bit, but she has shown a lot of effort. With the score being 13-13 after 1 quarter of play, we'll be back with the second quarter action in just a bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back at the start of the second quarter. And Moorpark takes the ball out of the sideline with a tie, 13-13. Arakawa has the ball, trying to find DeSimone. DeSimone is able to get separation from her defender. Passes it now to Johnson, back to Arakawa. On the backdoor cut, nice cut by Arakawa with the lay-in.
Yeah, Arakawa had her defender believing she was going to be taking a screen, and she just cut back, caught her off guard, and drove it to the net.
Ponce now has the ball for the Vaqueros. They're trying to set up some type of offense with Cosio. Ponce, a little floater attempt, no good. But a rebound is gained by King. Ponce now has the ball back again, guarded by Arakawa. Kicking across court. A little screen set, it looked like she was trying to pop the three-pointer, but didn't go with it. That's Gio. But a mid-range J, no good by Petiton. King with another rebound. Lost it out of bounds, and Moorpark gains possession.
Yeah, that one got a little sloppy right toward the end, and that'll happen to you. If you get sloppy with the ball, you're going to lose control of the team, and the team's not going to really know exactly what's going on. And it's kind of exactly what it looked like happened for a second, and that's what turns into turnovers.
And King with all those rebounds, she showed that she was, I guess, the queen of rebounds on those attempts. Johnson now has the ball at the high post. She's almost double-teamed. Had DeSimone open, but didn't kick it to her. Instead, kicks to Arakawa, Arikawa. I keep saying Arakawa, but Arikawa, and it's stolen. Ponce now has the ball, kicks it back to the corner with Dulé. Dulé dribble drives to the middle, little floater attempt with the lefty, no good. Yanello with the rebound. Yanello's trying to set something up with Arakawa. Johnson at the high post where she loves to operate. Trying to post up Ponce. It seems like they have an advantage, and Ponce is actually called for the foul.
You know, we're still talking about it, but Johnson is somewhat just not herself, you know. She's not, active in the post. She's not aggressive. And I don't know what it is, if they're trying to stay away from the post and play the perimeter a little bit more, but she definitely needs to learn how to be a little more presence and force her presence onto everybody else, even her own team in that case.
It is very uncharacteristic to see her play that way as DeSimone kicks it to Nielsen for the easy layup attempt, and it's good, 17-13. The Raiders are winning in this matchup as King has the ball down low and is triple teamed, almost turns it over, but they are able to save it. Cosio now has the ball outside against Nielsen, kicks it back to Petiton. Dulé has the ball on the three-point line, dribbles to the middle of the paint, kind of put a theatric play on with that hit. It looked like almost a flop on the defensive play.
Yeah, definitely so, because she definitely bounced her face away around it. Like, I thought that there was going to be a foul called, fortunately there was not.
DeSimone with the missed three, Nielsen with the rebound, now Yanello. That's actually Masserod that has the ball. DeSimone fake the right, goes middle, no good on the layup attempt, gets her own rebound. Nielsen to Johnson. Johnson, 1 second left on shot clock, no good on the midi. Masserod is able to knock the ball out of bounds, though. Iango comes in the game, and the Vaqueros have the ball.
Yeah, again, what we were talking about with Santa Barbara getting sloppy, that's exactly what happened for Moorpark right now. They lost track of their play. They lost track of where everyone was supposed to be, and it resulted in a turnover for them.
Bringing out the ball is Cosio. Nielsen defending. She uses her speed, kicks it out. Now King has the ball.
A lot of trap defense from Moorpark.
Trying to force those turnovers. King has the ball once again. As you mentioned, another trap with the double team, but she's able to get the fall away J. It's good. 17-15, Moorpark in the lead. DeSimone to Nielsen. Back to Masserod to start the offense back up once again. Nielsen wide open in the paint, kicks it there. No good. Masserod with the rebound, puts it in, and it's good with the put back layup.
Definitely didn't give up on her effort right there. She knew she could have got that spot when she was in the paint, and she got it right now.
Petiton is at the elbow, kicks it back out to Cosio. There is a traveling violation, though. It seemed like Cosio had a little bit of happy feet syndrome. And it's a traveling violation, so Moorpark will now have the ball as number 24, Sabrina Jenkins, comes in for the Raiders. Nielsen brings the ball up for the Raiders to start the offense out with a 19-15 lead with 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter of action.
Here we are seeing Johnson again. Johnson like scared to get in the paint. She doesn't want to, and she just keeps avoiding it.
And it doesn't make too sense as Jenkins dribble drives to the baseline, no good on the layup attempt. But as I was saying, it doesn't make sense because Johnson, she's, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, 5'10", and King is 6 feet tall. It looks like they're actually the same height, but at least listed. She only has a 2-inch disadvantage, which isn't much, as Jenkins gets an and-one layup.
There we go.
So it doesn't make sense why Johnson's not dribbling it in the paint. She does have basically the same size as her defender.
Yeah, I've seen her have a couple opportunities to turn around and drive, and she's just trying to look for an out on one of her guards.
Jenkins is at the free throw line to finish the and one. Free throws up and it's good. 22-15, Raiders in the lead.
Back up to a nice 7-point lead, a little cushion. This is where they got to stay positive and stay on their stuff because I think they get a little complacent when they get up on the lead, and that's when they give it up.
Yeah, they have to make sure they keep bringing the same effort right now. Cosio has the ball, dribbles to the right. Kicks it back out, trying to make a move as she travels. That was number 14, Laura Van Winden, who that's actually the first time she's come into the game, 6'1" freshman.
From the Netherlands.
Wow, yeah, from the Netherlands, Leandro da Vinci College.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, my bad. I don't know why I said Leandro. I was thinking Leandro Barbosa from the Phoenix Suns for some reason. Yes, right after it came out of my mouth, I realized it was Leonardo.
Ooh.
Johnson now has the ball. There's a little misstep from Iyengo. Nielsen with the three. That was Casey Nielsen popping the three-pointer, and it's good. 25-15 now.
Right when I said that, Kelsey had taken a hard fall. I said, ooh, you could hear her kind of hit the ground. But she obviously didn't give up and kept going. And as I say that, Jenkins takes a fall trying to get a rebound, gets right back up. These ladies are tough out here.
Yes, and that rebound was from a Giove missed mid-range jumper. Kicking it around. Missed layup attempt. Another rebound, though, as King pops a mid-range. No good. Johnson with the rebound. Nielsen now dribbling up the court, trying to put a move on Cosio. Back to Johnson now down the paint.
And Johnson's stuffed, you know. I mean, there might be something that we don't know about this matchup that they see.
Yeah, and two back-to-back missed shots. Now that last missed shot was from Van Winden. Going in, Nielsen with the layup attempt, no good. Does not use the backboard as she's fouled when she tries to kick the ball out to DeSimone.
Well, that was a hard foul. She definitely laid her shoulder into her and put Nielsen on the ground.
Yeah, she took quite a spill there. Albanez and Yanello back in the game for the Lady Raiders. Now Petitan and number 33 also is in the game, Silva Dulé for the Vaqueros. Albanez has the ball with this Johnson screen. Tries to kick it to her, but great defense from Petitan to be able to knock it away and get the steal. Dulé kicks it down low to Alexander. Alexander is unable to get it. Kicks it out. Bad pass, Nielsen. One-on-one fast break. No good on the layup attempt. Albanez with the rebound puts it back up. No good. Fouled, though, by Alexander.
Great job by Albanez, though. You know, we talked about this in the men's game. She got up, went up there, got that rebound, and she didn't even try to go back down with the basketball. She had to go back down because she wasn't tall enough as far as her legs, but she kept the ball up there and just tried to go for it one more time and drew the foul, getting 2 points to the line.
One more shot.
She knocks down the first free throw, and now in the game is Jada Clark, number 44 for the Vaqueros. She's 6'1" freshman. They actually have two 6'1" athletes on their team and 3 people that are 6 feet or overall on the Vaqueros.
I'm honestly pretty sure that there's more 6-footers on this team than the men's team.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. Dulé now has the ball, kicks it to King. King looking to make a move, fade away. banker. The bank is open on that one. She scores.
You got to watch out for King on these fadeaways. King has been dropping fadeaways without a problem. Her height is definitely an advantage, and where you don't recognize the height is her length of her arms is really long, so she can get the ball up there, and she has a long stroke on her fadeaway.
27-17, Raiders in the lead as Albanez with the bad pass. Dulé now has the ball. Kicks it back out to Cosio for three. And it's no good, in and out.
Looks like it was going in there for a second, hit that second opposite side of the rim and pop back out.
Nielsen now has the ball, trying to make something happen, slowing it down a little bit as Yanello has the ball on the right wing. Albanez now has the ball. Yanello had to give it up from her dribbling. Albanez tries to score, no good on the layup attempt. Cosio now dribbling the ball up the court. Kicks it out of King. King with the short range jumper, and it's good. That shot was money for her.
And that's going to force a timeout for Moorpark. They started seeing a comeback right now, and so they're going to have to stop that play to quit any momentum while they're ahead right now. We're going to take a break for a second while they're on timeout, and we'll be right back to action right when we get done with the timeout.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. 27-19. Raiders in the lead by 8 points. Albanez now has the ball. Johnson still at the high post where she loves to operate as Nielsen tries to cut back door. Bad pass by Albanez, but DeSimone's able to recover back to Nielsen to Yanello in the corner. Yanello drives baseline, lays it in with the right hand, but it's no good. She's fouled by behind, though.
She's going to get a chance to extend this lead back up to 10 points right now.
That was a foul by number 33, Stella Dulé of the Vaqueros.
Yanello at the line for 2 shots.
Yanello misses the first. Second one is good for Yanello, so now a 9-point lead for the Raiders with 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Dulé now has the ball, trying to look down low, tries to kick it to the high post, no good. Yanello with the steal. Albanez dribbles it down, attracts the defense, but still takes it with no avail.
She was definitely dribbling around everybody, but oh.
Nielsen with the steal, lays it in, no good though.
Yeah, she was dribbling around everybody all the way down, and you kind of hate to tell her to kick it out after she drew all the offense or the defense on her, but when you think you got a good shot, you got to take it.
It's that shooter's confidence. Dulé to King. King, that was actually a deep short corner, it looked like. That was more of almost a three-pointer from the corner, just a few feet off as she misses it, but also Jada Clark misses the putback as Yanello, that's actually Albanez, tries to score, but it's blocked. She gets her own rebound. Yanello back to DeSimone. Now Johnson has the ball back at the high post, trying to make something happen. Backdoor cut for DeSimone. Pass no good, stolen by the Vaqueros.
So Nielsen tried to use a pick and roll right there, and if you're not going to be using Johnson in the post for defense or offense, the least you could do is start using her for that pick and roll, and I'm not seeing any of that action yet.
Yeah, nothing has materialized for the Raiders in that sense with Johnson.
Though they still lead by 7.
Albanez pulling up, no good. Now Cosio drives, kicks out of King, back to Petitan, but it's blocked. It's actually basically tipped out of bounds by Nielsen, so.
Yeah, pretty intentional just because she knew that was a wide open shot for her. So if she can get to the ball first and stop it, and there you go. And then here comes Ames in the game, one of the best defenders from Moorpark.
Yes, famous Ames back. 28-21. The Raiders are winning with 28 seconds left in the second quarter. King dribbling, spin move, fadeaway. Wow, nice move by King, able to get that basket.
Play clock and the game clock, or the shot clock and the game clock are aligned right now. Arakawa will wait for this last shot.
Kicks it out to Amos. Amos looking down. Arakawa shoots a little early, but it's good. Banging in those three-pointers. 1 second left. Ponce trying to have that heave. No good.
No good at all. But for the first half, you know, good things out of both teams. Moorpark definitely able to put it a little better together with their communication and working together. Santa Barbara just kind of a lot of missed shots and missed opportunities. King's really carrying them as of right now, but we'll get back to you guys after the break.
Yeah, with the 31-23 lead for the Moorpark Raiders. We'll be back with second half coverage in just a bit.
Will you please all rise in the singing of God Bless America by Betty Jean Hanna.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, wide with fire. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet
Betty Jean is a professional singer and artist. She is also available for weddings, parties, public events, as well as she also takes commissions for wood burnings and more. If you'd like to hire or commission her, please feel free to pick up one of her business cards at the front table in the Raiders Sports Pavilion. Thank you very much. Tonight's courtesy of California Army National Guard, the Moorpark College cheer team will be tossing t-shirts into the crowd. Please stand and show your Raider school support. The California Army National Guard is a proud partner of Moorpark College Athletics. attention, fans. Please stop by the California Army National Guard corporate table and say hi to Sergeant Marcus Amendola, recruiting and retention. The California Army National Guard is the largest reserve component as well as the oldest branch of the U.S. military. 350 years of service to our community and nation. In the Guard, you get the training from us, serve in your own community, and enhance your marketability for higher paying jobs. Please take time to visit their booth and learn more by speaking with Sergeant Marcus Amendola.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the start of the second half between the Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros and the home team, the Moorpark Raiders, as we come out with the that was actually Clark. Missed little mid-range jump shot. Albanez takes it coast to coast for the lay-in. 33-23, the Raiders are in the lead. King has the ball, trying to operate in the post, trying to kick it out to Clark once again, but no avail. Stolen by the Raiders. Albanez has the ball at the top of the key, trying to get some backdoor cuts from DeSimone. Arakawa kicking it back out to Arikawa. Excuse me, not Arakawa to Arakawa. That was Arakawa to Albanez. That was a missed shot by Yanello. She can't pass it to herself.
She could, but it just had to hit off the rim first.
True. Arakawa looking back, kicking it to Johnson, but it is a 5-second violation. It looked like she could have thrown it to DeSimone. Maybe have a little lob over the shoulder, but she does not choose to pass it. Vaqueros now coming down with Cosio starting the offense. Petitan has the ball, pull up to the three-point line, and the jumper is good.
I think it's her second or third tonight. She's nailed like that. Nice arc from her.
She does have a nice stroke from the three-point line as the Raiders still have a 7-point lead. Arakawa dribbling right-hand layup is good.
Maintains that 9-point lead.
Down low, King. Turnaround jumper. It's always money for her. If it's a fadeaway, if it's a turnaround, she has that mid-range shot in her arsenal. 35-28. Arakawa has the ball, looking for a backdoor for Yanello. Johnson has it at the high post. She does not do anything with it, though. You think she tried to attack as Albanez gets the layup attempt to go. 37-28 Moorpark. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. King has the ball. Fadeaway again, no good off of the backboard. Petitan with the rebound, kicks it back out to King DeCosio to start the offense back up. Petitan looking for King. King with the turnaround, fadeaway jump shot, no good. Yanello with the board.
Those have been falling for her all night already, and that one was the first one I haven't seen go in.
Yanello to DeSimone for three, no good. Hits off of the front of the rim and just bounces out. Cosio trying to put some moves on. Kicks it out to Dulé for three, no good. Albanez with the board. Moorpark still has that 9-point lead, 37-28. Just over 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter as there's a foul committed by Petitan on Albanez. Casey Nielsen back in the game for the Raiders as Ponce and number 23 also comes in, Diamond Alexander for the Vaqueros. Nielsen underneath her own basket. Kicks it to Albanez. Albanez with the pump fake. Jay, no good. Tried to free the defense with a pump fake, but cannot knock it down. Cosio to Ponce. Ponce thinking about popping it. Dribbles, pops it again. No good. Yanello with the rebound.
She did exactly what she needed to get the open shot. She, stepped up, took off to the right, reset, and went for it, but missed it.
DeSimone to Johnson. Johnson getting a layup attempt. Hopefully that builds her confidence and she's able to score and have a bigger impact in this game. With playoffs coming around the corner, she needs to be able to get that confidence to lead Moorpark further into the playoffs than they've ever been. This is a great team they have, and they have a great shot at winning it all.
Little physical right there as we saw Nielsen get taken to the ground right there and slide over.
Now into the game is number 22, Kelsey Engo for the Moorpark Raiders. And Famous Amos is coming in the game, but she just has to wait. Nielsen dribbling the ball up the court. Iango back to DeSimone. DeSimone trying to make something happen. Fake handoff. Kicks it out to Nielsen. Nielsen dancing outside. Iengo trying to do something, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson with an and one layup.
And that's Johnson. That's the one we've been looking for all night already. She's just now getting aggressive in the post. She doesn't care what's going on down there, and she's still got King on her. She's not letting King affect her anymore. Whatever they talked about in the locker room definitely put her in the mindset that nothing matters and she's got this.
Yeah, she has to have that confidence, and after the first layup went in, it was just money on the second layup. Didn't even have to think about it. Johnson no good on the free throw attempt, though, and Iengo hits the ground hard.
Wow, that was a hard fall. She popped right back up without a problem, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised she popped right back up. 41-28. Moorpark is in the lead with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Great press, full court for the Raiders, but Ponce dribbles it, takes it coast to coast all the way to the hole, no good on the layup. Saves it, but kicks it out to Amos. Charlie Amos dribbles it in, but slows it down. Pass it to Iengo. Back to Amos, back to Nielsen to start the offense. Johnson in the high post. Look for her to get the ball since she has more confidence. DeSimone with the scoop layup attempt, no good. Pettitan with the rebound. Outlets it. King kicks it out to Ponce. Ponce back to Cosio. Cosio no good on the mid-range J. Ponce sneaks in for the rebound right around Johnson and scoops it in for the layup. The score is 41-30 with a timeout called by the Vaqueros. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left on the play clock in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this quick timeout break. Hello everybody, welcome back after that quick timeout break. Moorpark has the ball. Arakawa has it up top with Nielsen. Iengo is also in the game. Johnson and Albanez to fill out that 5 on the court. But there is an offensive foul from Johnson on the screen. She moved a little bit, so it was a legal pick. And it will be a turnover, so Vaqueros now have the ball.
Just when Johnson was starting to get her game going, things like this can really get in her head and affect her from how she's going to play for the rest of the game. We'll see how it goes.
Alexander with the mid-range jumper at the elbow, banks it in. Arakawa now dribbles the ball up with a 41-32 9-point lead for the Raiders. Arakawa now has the ball once again. A nice screen by Johnson. Layup attempt is good by Arakawa. Now that's what we like to see out of Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's already performed in this third quarter like we've wanted her to perform in the entire first half.
Cosio has the ball, kicks it out to Ponce. Ponce looking for the screen attempt, but kicks it out to Alexander, who's on the ground.
She had bounced it off their foot, so it got a bad roll.
King, oh, tough jump shot, wow.
In between two defenders, didn't even mind, just went up there and put it in.
Incredible player, 43-34, Moorpark with the lead with just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Albanez receives a Johnson screen. Johnson trying to post up, but Albanez not able to get it to her. Arakawa has the ball now. Nielsen, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. goes in. No good on the layup attempt. It seems like Ponce fouled her. Just got a little too aggressive on the defensive closeout.
Fouls on Liliana Bonds. That's her third personal. 13 foul on Santa Barbara.
Nielsen will now go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is good as Charlie Amos enters the game for Sydney Arakawa. Second one is no good, so the lead stays at 44-34. Albanez with a great save, but takes a bad spin and goes out of bounds, so the Vaqueros now have the ball. 3 minutes, about 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Still up by 10 are the Raiders, and a bad pass by Alexander. Hits off the hands of Cosio, out of bounds. Now they will have the ball underneath their own basket.
Yeah, great effort by Nielsen. She was able to stay in her face and just made it uncomfortable until the point where she just lost the ball.
Nielsen will take the ball out of bounds as Arakawa is back in the game. Kicks it to Albanez. Albanez dribbles towards the middle. Fadeaway jumper. Looks like she got fouled. She's able to get it down, though, but as you mentioned, no foul on the play.
Yeah, she should have definitely got a call on that one and one, because she had Ponce in her face the entire time and then run into her as she went to take her shot.
Jocelyn Pettitan.
Layup attempt is good for Pettitan, so it's a 46-36 10-point lead for the Raiders still. Arakawa has the ball up, trying to waste some clock and get a good shot out of this. Albanez with the Johnson screen, but it's bounced off of the defender's foot. King has a 2-on-1, kicks it to Ponce. Ponce with a nice layup attempt, it's good. 8-point lead for the Raiders now.
Timeout Moorpark.
There will be a timeout for the Moorpark Raiders, though, so 46-38. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. We will be right back after this quick timeout break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back after the quick timeout break. 46-38. The score still stands with an 8-point lead for the Moorpark Raiders. Nielsen has the ball, had DeSimone, but did not kick it out to her. DeSimone now has the ball on the left wing. She's trapped down on the ground. It looked like she lost track of the ball, and Nielsen back to DeSimone. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson unable to get the ball. Pettitan with the steal, kicks it out to King. That's the main girl on the team. Pettitan, one dribble pull up, Mitty J, no good. Foul on the court, though. It looked like Iyango will get an over the back foul if I'm not mistaken. And yes, it is a foul on Iyango. So the Vaqueros will now take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket with Yanello coming in the game. 2 minutes left in this third quarter of action. King has the ball outside of the three-point line, kicks it to Clark. Clark no good, but gets her own rebound. Goes up with the layup, no good, but she's fouled.
That's exactly what you want to see out of that position right there, like we were talking about earlier. No hesitation on you catching your own rebound and going right back up for it.
And Johnson, she didn't even make an effort to box out on that last play. First free throw attempt is up and it's no good. Franco back in the game. That's Shelby Franco, number 23 for the Raiders. Back in the game now is number 33, Stella Dulé for the Vaqueros. Second free throw attempt is good for Clark. Nielsen has the ball. A little bit of full court man defense played. Soft man defense though. Well, I guess in women basketball, would you call it woman, or would you still call it man to man?
Woman to woman.
Woman to woman. That's what I thought. That's right. What about what I was gonna say?
Yeah, it's a little woman to woman, defense.
And a little. What were you gonna say?
I mean, I think zone still stays the zone.
Yes, that 2-3 or whatever have you. 46-39, the score stands. 1 minute, 50 seconds left in the third quarter of action. The Vaqueros have the ball. King kicks it out to Clark. No good. Bounces off a few defenders, but it is Vaqueros' ball. Petitan will now take it out of the sideline to Ponce. Ponce trying to get something started for the Vaqueros to be able to cut this lead down even further. They have been cutting this lead down throughout the third quarter, at least the end of the third quarter. But if they have any chance in that fourth quarter, they got to make sure that the Moorpark Raiders do not have too much time left, too big of a score.
Looks like they took too long to get their shot off right there. Got a shot, lost a chance to shoot their ball. And just a minute left now, and they're going to have to start making a difference if they want to push through this and beat Moorpark.
Yeah, they took too much time. King, when she had that fadeaway jumper, it was already too late. Nielsen has it, kicks it to DeSimone. DeSimone dribbles baseline. No good. It looked like she tried to pass it or shoot it, but whatever she was trying to do, Amos had the ball. She's fouled on the layup attempt. She got knocked down to the ground, but it seems like she's okay. It almost looked like she had a little trouble with her knees on the play, but nonetheless, she is up, she is walking, and it looks like she's fine. She does have the meniscal support on her knees, on both of the knees, a little bit of rolled up tape to be able to protect the meniscus from overflaring. Yeah,
as you can see, she kind of gingerly stepped off the court, give someone else a chance to, or give her knees a chance to have a break.
Clark steals the ball. Petitan has it. Kicks it out to Dulé. Back to King now. Arakawa steals the ball. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. 46-39 lead for the Raiders. Arakawa is guarded by Ponce, backing her down. It looks like they are going to be taking the last shot. At least one of the last shots. It might not be the last shot because the shot clock and game clock are off by 10 seconds. Nielsen dribbles in, left-handed layup, no good. Did not use the bank. Did not use that backboard.
Just way over.
Petitan to Dulé. Dulé, scoop layup is good with the lefty. 7 seconds left, clock still running. Arakawa has the ball in the backcourt, tries to heave it up. DeSimone has the ball. Deep three-point attempt, no good. It looked like the bench was trying to will that shot in, but nonetheless, it is no good. 46-41, the score is. Moorpark Raiders winning this matchup. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a bit. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is now the start of the fourth quarter, 46-41. Moorpark only in the lead by 5 starting the fourth quarter. A little bit surprising that the lead shrunk away that fast. Nielsen has the ball outside as Moorpark has the first possession of the fourth. Johnson, nice backdoor cut. Albanez with the easy layup attempt.
Basket by Elise Munoz Albanez.
That is now 48 points for the Raiders. Dulé has the ball, dribbling to the middle, just using her left hand, no good on the layup. Clark with the rebound, put back, fouled, no good on the layup attempt, and she'll go to the free throw line. Dulé, it seems like she doesn't know how to use both hands because she did not use the right hand the whole entire possession. She just focused on using the left hand and almost got the layup attempt. Clark, first free throw attempt goes in. And the second one goes in for Clark as well, 48-43. Back to a 5-point lead for the Raiders. Johnson now has the ball. Kicks out of DeSimone to Nilsson. Nilsson starting up the offense as she smartly slows it down. Jenkins has the ball outside, trying to do something with it. Nilsson to Johnson. Johnson has the step, but she takes too many dribbles and tries to lay it in. No good, rebounds it, and is fouled on the second attempt. I was surprised, I don't know if you were, on how many dribbles she took.
Yeah, she kind of took a little bit too much time to get that up and in. And even though she got the foul drawn, she could have got it and maybe even a three-point play out of that one.
Johnson knocks down the first free throw, with this next one trying to eclipse the 50-point mark. Second one is up and it's good. 50-43, Raiders in the lead. Back up to a 7-point lead with about 9 minutes left in the game. King has the ball, kicks out of Dulé with her lefty patented dribble. Petitane, wide open lane, no good on the right-handed layup attempt. Albanez with the rebound, kicks it out to Nilsson to start the Moorpark offense. Jenkins, it looks like she should have dribbled it to the baseline, but she almost handed it to the defense.
Yeah, bad dribbling right there is what, got that ball turned over, but she was able to make up for it right now.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for if she makes up to it, as Albanez got the steal, kicked it to Jenkins. Jenkins with the layup. Now Ponce brings it up, kicks out to Dulé for the Vaquero offense. Clark pops a mid-range jumper, and she does what she always does. After she shoots it, she doesn't just have that cocky hand in the air. She actually goes for the rebound as Albanez with a nice lay-in attempt. It is good with an and one.
Yeah, she was able to go ahead and get that knocked in, draw the foul. Albanez is usually good for an extra point to extend this lead to 12 now.
On number 25, Destiny King, that's her first person.
On the other side, as I was mentioning, Clark, whenever she shoots it, most players, they like to admire the shot. They like to look at it. They like to have that follow-through hang, for the cameras, have a little bit of a camera spotlight time, but she just goes straight for the rebound. She does what you're supposed to do. King has the ball, dribbles it up the court against Jenkins, has some crossovers, fade away. Oh my gosh, it goes in once again. You can't do anything against her. That's almost an unguardable shot when you have a fadeaway, even when any player has a fadeaway, but when you have that long of a wingspan. Albanez looks for Johnson, dribbles middle, layup attempt no good, but she is fouled. No, she is not fouled. It's a traveling violation. Wow, very surprising on that call. Cosio now dribbling the ball up, trying to set something up for the Vaqueros. Alexander pops it from the mid-range, no good. Albanez with the board. Nilsson dribbling up on the right side, kicks it to Jenkins. Jenkins dribbling to the left, no good on the layup attempt. She falls down on the ground. Johnson steals the rebound and lays it up, no good on the layup attempt though.
She gets to the line, though. That's all that matters. She saw an opportunity, took advantage of it, and there it goes.
23, Diamond Alexander. That's her third personal.
And as you said, she goes to the free throw line to shoot two now with a 55-45 10-point lead for the Raiders as she misses the first free throw attempt. Number 42, Rana Masaraud, is now in the game for the Raiders. Second one is good. Ponce is dribbling the ball up the court. Pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and it's good. It seems like the scoreboard has not put up the free throw, the made free throw for the Raiders yet, because they were at 55 points, so they need to fix that before it gets too late. There is a foul, though, on Ponce. Seems like they're going to talk to the referees a little bit. It looks like they are going to be talking about that 1 point, because that should have been awarded to the Raiders after that made free throw by Johnson. In the game now is Dulé, Stella Dulé, number 33 for the Vaqueros. And the fans are yelling out about the score, and they still have not changed the scoreboard.
They just adjusted it.
Now they did. Albanez, easy layup is good. 11-point lead for the Raiders now, 58-47 with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left on the game. Dulé pops it from deep, no good, nothing but air. And it looks like Nilsson went down hard. But she's back up, she's fine. She tells the coach, you know, I'm good to play.
Yeah, she waved it off. They were kind of getting ready to come out the game. She said, no, there's 6 minutes left. I'm finishing off this thing I started.
Nilsson kicks it out to Albanez. Albanez trying to make something happen off of the Johnson screen. Kicks it to Johnson in the post. Pump fake. Kicks it back out to Massaroud. Albanez, if she would have caught that, she would have had a wide open jump shot, but she tries to kick it back to Massaroud. Out she is able to regain it with 5 seconds left. Johnson for three, no good. DeSimone with the rebound.
Way to reset the shot clock, but she's going to get a kick ball on that one. You can't stick your foot out to block the ball like it's soccer. Sometimes when you're multi-sport athletes, you kind of brain loses track of which sport you're playing right now, and just competitive side takes over.
Good thing she was doing that type of football instead of football and tackling somebody. Albanez with a nice layup. 13-point lead now for the Raiders. Petitan kicks it back to Alexander. King with the rebound. King doing her patented fadeaway. No good this time. Johnson was able to get enough pressure on her to make her miss. Nilsson now dribbling the ball up the court. 60-47, the score still stands. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in the game. Raiders with the lead. There is a timeout on the court, though. It will be a full timeout by the Moorpark Raiders, so we will be back in just a quick minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are back from this timeout break. 60-47. Raiders with a 13-point lead. Nilsson to Famous Amos. Back to Yanello. Back to Nilsson. They have a few handoffs. Nilsson with the layup attempt. No good. She needs to hit it off the backboard. Ponce now has the ball at the top of the key. Clark, the center, has the ball outside the three-point line. Very surprising as they pass it to King. Fadeaway jumper. That's just money.
Destiny King.
That's just money. You can't do anything about that jump shot. Nielsen to Yanello. Back to Famous Amos. Charlie Amos with the ball. Kicks it to DeSimone off the Johnson screen. A nice little floating pass to Johnson with a nice left-handed layup to give them back the 13-point lead of 62-49. See, that's what we really want to see. Johnson getting into it. That was a great pass and great finish.
And you notice second half we got Johnson going a little bit, and all of a sudden the Raiders been holding on to a 10-point, now 13-point lead.
King with the missed fadeaway jumper. She was fouled and blocked by Yanello. So Havana Yanello with the foul, but King will now go to the free throw line. 62-49. The score still stands. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the game. First one is off for King. But Sydney Arakawa, number 12, is back in the game. Takes out Charlize Amos. Second one for King is up and it's no good. Yanello trying to get the rebound, but Nielsen is able to secure it for the Raiders. Nielsen to DeSimone, back to Nielsen. Trying to get the dribble handoffs, getting a little miscommunication from the defense, setting some screens, trying to get some easy buckets. DeSimone just dribbles it off of her foot, though, out of bounds, so it will be Vaquero ball with Pettitan entering the game, and Famous Amos back in with Rana Massaroud. Arikawa and Yanello will take a seat for just a few moments. I have no doubts that they'll be brought back in the game because that's what they just did with Charlie Amos. Ponce dribbling the ball up the court, trying to start something for the Vaqueros, and they need to do something quick if they want to get the lead and possibly win this game. Ponce, pull up mid-range J, no good. DeSimone, body-to-body contact, so it will be called a foul. Ponce will now go to the free throw line.
First personal, 13 foul the Raiders.
And as I was just saying, Arikawa and Massaroud are going back in. Ponce misses that first free throw attempt. Albanez also joins them coming back in the game.
Here we go, 3:42 left in the game. The Santa Barbara wants to make a push. They're going to have to take care of business right now.
Ponce finally shooting the second free throw, but it's no good. Albanez with the rebound, taking it up the court, passing it to Johnson, trying to start some offense. Yanello back to Nielsen. Nielsen dribbling it, passes it out to Arakawa for three, no good. Gio passes it to Pettitan. Pettitan to Dulé. Dulé unable to do anything with it, so Albanez is able to get the steal.
Sloppy ball right there, and you can see the coach already trying to tell them, hey, there's 3 minutes left. We have a big lead. Let's slow this ball down a lot and let's start taking advantage of the clock.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they run out as much clock as possible, as you were mentioning, but Albanez dribbles the ball off of her foot to the detest of their coach. The coach is very mad right now because he's just giving some simple orders to these women, and they are not able to fulfill them out on the court. They are not able to get those easy buckets and run out the clock. Ponce now has the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Albanez. Albanez, the taller defender. Ponce kicks it. Clark, no good on the layup attempt, and she's fouled. And here comes the substitutions once again. They just keep funneling in and out to keep their players fresh, as Clark will now go to the free throw line.
14 foul Raiders. Clark at the line for 2 shots.
First one is up for Clark, and it's good. 62-50. 12-point lead for the Raiders. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Second one is up, and it's no good. Rebound, though, by Petitan, and she's fouled by Yanello, it seems. She got twisted up with the legs, and she is brought down, so she'll go to the free throw line.
Pile on the lead,
15 foul the Raiders.
or shorten the lead.
Petitan at the line for 2 shots.
Get a chance to make that gap just 10 with 2.5 out to go.
Petitan, first free throw is up, and it's good. Taking her time at the line. Second one is up, no good. Albanez with the rebound. Albanez looking for Arakawa. Does not get it to her, though, but she picks up her dribble. Finally get it to Sydney. Arakawa trying to find something to do. The coach yelling out some plays for them to run. Johnson coming up to set the screen. Screen is not able to be productive, but Arakawa is able to go down to the paint. She fakes the pass, drops it though, so it's still counted as a pass, picks it up, and it's called a traveling violation.
That's one of those weird rules where you're just trying to get the ball and take care of it, and you kind of have to jump on the opportunity, or it's going to be a turnover rather than travel.
Yes, there has to be no hesitation. If she's going to pick up the dribble right there and is going to pass it, she better pass it. If she doesn't pass it, then she better shoot it, or it's going to be a turnover no matter what. Dulé dribbling towards the middle, shoving off the defender, pass it to Clark, back to Petitan at the elbow. Albanez with the steal, but she is fouled once again. A lot of fouls in this quarter right now, in this half.
Fourth quarter, yeah, the fouls are starting to pile up for both teams. 5 for Moorpark, 4 for the for Vaqueros.
That's her 5th personal.
DeSimone is back in the game for the Raiders. That's Vanessa DeSimone. She's a sophomore, 5'6" guard. And speaking about sophomores, this is actually sophomore night. It's basically like if you watched a high school basketball game, the senior night, the last home game of the season for all the seniors. This is the last home game for all of the sophomores, which they'll be moving on to bigger and better things, hopefully in the future. A few substitutions for the Raiders. Albanez is still at the free throw line, though. She made her first. Albanez with the second. It's good. 64-51. Raiders still now having a 13-point lead, with Dulé bringing the ball up the court for the Vaqueros. Dulé half spin move. Backing their defender down to Clark for 3. Clark, wow! Three-pointer goes down for Jada Clark, who's a 6'1" center.
Hey, you know what? Dirk Nowitzki made this possible for everybody to put a 3 in.
Yeah, nowadays when you play basketball, you don't know who can stroke it from deep.
Oh, that was a hard foul right there. But yeah, you know, you're right. Guys like Christoph Porzingis is another one of those lanky guys who you wouldn't expect to be putting 3s in, but it's one of their best attributes.
As we saw Clark, that's one of her good attributes since she's always out beyond the three-point line. Nielsen, first free throw attempt is good. As you mentioned, that was a hard foul by Dulé, but no flagrant fouls. That is just a free throw, so she will now have her second attempt. It is no good. Yango tries to fight for the rebound, and she does get it. Albanez to Nielsen to start the offense. Back to Johnson. I don't think Nielsen knew who she was passing it to, because she probably wouldn't have passed it out to Johnson that high up.
Here we go. Coach wants her to really slow it down now. Just get this clock under 1 minute. Right now there's about a 3-4 second gap between the shot clock and the game clock. If she can get this game right under a minute, that's what Moorpark wants.
Albanez to Johnson, no good on the layup attempt. 65-54. Raiders still in the lead by 11 points. She needed that layup, though, just for confidence purposes. Clark pops another 3, no good. She's very confident with her shot, though, taking two threes while down by 11 in the fourth quarter. Alexander tries to get it to go, no good. Iyango with the board. Nielsen now dribbles it up with just 35 seconds left. 24 on the shot clock. A foul by Dulé, intentional foul, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and there was about an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nielsen will be at the line.
30 seconds left on this one. She's going to go to the line. Like you said, there's been a lot of stop and go in this final quarter. Probably one of this quarter could combine for the time used in the first half.
Yeah, the first half went by quickly, but with another foul, Nielsen was able to knock down the free throw, though. Second free throw's up, and it's good. 67 to 54. 13-point lead for the Raiders. 25 seconds left on the play clock. DeSimone with the steal. DeSimone can go all the way. Lay-in attempt is up, and it's good, and one.
And she's going to get a foul. I think that's got to be her third or fourth attempt at an and one play tonight. She's been really pushing the envelope on that one.
Yeah, she has been great at getting those calls, being able to subject her body to that contact to be able to lay it in. DeSimone free throw attempt is up, and it's good. 70 to 54, 16-point lead for the Raiders. Now this game is just all but over. Dulé has the ball. Albanez still strong on defense, though. The coach yelling out, no fouls as DeSimone tries to steal it. No backing down against these Northern Western State Conference foes. Petitan is able to pull it up, and it's good, but the game is now over. 70 to 56, the Moorpark Raiders beat the Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros.
And there you go. These ladies are on a tear as they were coming into this game. They're not going to stop. They didn't let Ventura's game last week or on Saturday change their mindset at all. They're trying to go into playoffs with a big win.
Yes, and as you mentioned, going to playoffs, this is the last home game. Last game of the season will be this Saturday. This Saturday at Cuesta College. So, of course, we will not be covering it, but we will be covering playoffs when that time does come. 70 to 56, that's the final score in this matchup with the Moorpark Raiders winning this game. For all of our production crew, we thank you. We could not do this without you. From all the cameramen, camerawomen, to the technical director, thank you very much. For Ryan Wilmore, Nathan Espinoza, my name is Jim, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.